all morning. You're watching Fox 61 Morning News.
6 o'clock, we're starting this hour off with breaking news in Montville. A portion of Route 85 is closed after a crash. It's been closed since last night, so we're going to share how you can get around that mess. Well, good morning to you. Thanks for starting your Tuesday off with us here at Fox 61 and Fox 61 Plus, America Areas.
And I'm Bridget. If you really want to say happy Veterans Day to all the vets out there. And you might want to grab a winter coat today, at least I did, because it's noticeably chillier than it was yesterday, Matt Scott.
Noticeably this morning by about 15 to 20 degrees lower. So yeah, shock to the system a bit as we kind of just work our way closer to feeling like December. And by the way, this is really more like mid-December than anything else. So yeah, temperatures definitely struggling out there today. Little temperatures after a big drop. We'll talk about how high the numbers are going and why we need to build them up again. Clouds, some sunshine in there, and maybe even a flake or two, a snow flurry or shower possible in the northwestern hills. We're warming up slowly being the operative word there. Freeze warning still in effect till 9 o'clock this morning for the shoreline. Checking the numbers at the shore, not quite down to freezing, close to it. You can see New Haven right now at 36 degrees. But man, is that cold air really diving down. Diving down. 29 right now in Atlanta. So yeah, when Atlanta is a couple degrees colder than what we have in Hartford, you know this is a big shot of air making it far south. Here are your numbers at 6 o'clock, ranging from 28 in Torrington up to 36 in New Haven. Again, just on the freezing bar right there on the shoreline. 32 Bridgeport, 33 in Groton. Your winds not helping. 8 to 16 out there now, gusting up to, what do we have, 26 this hour in Groton. So enough to take a decent sized chunk off those numbers. Dress for the 20s generally out there this morning at the bus stop over the next hour. A little snow off to the west. Don't worry about that. That's just part of that is from yesterday's system, but really just lake effect holding together as it kind of just pivots right around. So temperatures only getting to around 40 degrees today. It is dry. Again, maybe a flake or two for the north and west, but decent amount of clouds are holding back the temperatures. They should be a lot warmer than 41. When do they get back up to normal? We'll talk about that in detail coming up in a few minutes. Right now it's 6:02. Let's do traffic. I would imagine every car we're going to show you, Erica, has those heaters on.
I would imagine so, if they've got them, but you never know. Not everybody has it. We've got a street view here, 95 in New Haven. This is certainly showing us that volume is starting to build there. We've got a lot more cars out there on the roads at 6:02 than we did an hour ago. Let's take a look at drive times for you because those were all good earlier. Still looking great coming in and out of the capital city. Just 6 minutes from Glastonbury to the Founders Bridge. Taking a peek at Waterbury now. No problems there as well. So great news if you're going to be traveling through. And also Fairfield County. Only a bit of issues starting to build there. Bridgeport to Fairfield. You're slowing down to 40 miles per hour, but everything else is green. It's a go. Have a great day and stay safe out there. We have a heads up for drivers this morning. Route 85 is closed after officials say a dump truck crashed into some utility poles.
Causing some problems for drivers this morning. Fox 61's Glenn Kittle is live at the crash scene in Montville with another check on how it's shaping up this morning. What's it looking like, Glenn, now?
Yeah, good morning, Bridget, Erica. The road definitely still closed here on Route 85 in Montville as crews continue to clear up that dump truck crash from last night. We're going to take a look at the scene as it goes so far here. Some more utility trucks from Eversource pulling up there. The latest that we've seen was those two trucks kind of near this utility pole off to the right here. We saw them go about 30 to 40 feet up in those gondolas working on the transformers and the wires up there. So definitely some progress being made here on Route 85 as crews get to work this morning and hopefully clear up this crash in time for some mid-morning commute there. But so far, we haven't heard anything about any injuries to the driver. We're going to show you some video now, take a closer look at the crews clearing up some of the crash here. Some of the detours this morning go as follows. Route 85 between Route 161 and Lakes Pond Road. That is going to be down due to the impact of utility poles and power lines. Now, police said that Turner Road traffic will go south on Route 85 into Waterford to use Lake Ponds Road. They also say that traffic heading south from Salem towards the crash, they'll need to use Route 161 to Butlertown Road. Now, Montville police said that this closure will be in place throughout Tuesday. It's really unclear when this Route 85 section will open back up. We're going to stay out here all morning long and give you the latest updates on Route 85, and also we'll try and give you the latest updates from police and fire as this road closure persists throughout the morning. But for right now, live in Montville, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
All right, Glenn, thanks. Hopefully we get a better timetable of when things will be clearing up. Good news, though, no one was hurt. 6:05 now, and U.S. senators approved a bipartisan bill to extend government funding through the end of January. Now, this is going to cover military construction, Veterans Affairs, the legislative branch, and agriculture. SNAP benefits are going to be funded through next September, and federal workers are guaranteed back pay. Now, the agreement also reverses recent mass firings and prohibits more this fiscal year. The House is expected to return from recess to vote on the plan, and that could happen as soon as tomorrow. President Trump says he supports the deal and expects the country to, quote, open up very quickly. On today, the U.S. Supreme Court is expected to decide if the Trump administration will need to fully fund SNAP benefits during the shutdown. A lower court ruled the administration must fully fund the program. The Trump administration said it would partially fund the November benefits after 2 federal judges ordered the USDA to use emergency funds to partially cover November. Now, while thousands of people here in Connecticut rely on SNAP benefits, they're forced to wait. State leaders say they plan to create an emergency response fund worth $500 million to support critical programs that lost federal support. Officials believe this fund will help the state retain benefits through February when lawmakers convene for the legislative session.
We found that over the last month, with the shutdown in particular, there's been a lot of on again and off again, a lot of risk to our citizens. I think you saw just in the last week how severe that was when it came to SNAP benefits, food support.
State Republicans also said that they support this plan if Congress doesn't fund the government soon. If Connecticut's plan passes, the funding will be pulled from the state's rainy day fund.
New body camera footage released in connection with the death of 11-year-old Jacqueline Mimi Torres Garcia, whose remains were found behind an abandoned home in New Britain last month. The video shows the moment New Britain police officers took Jonathan Nanita into police custody. Now, officers say he is the boyfriend of Carla Garcia, Jacqueline's mother. According to an arrest warrant, Nanita is accused of disposing a box with Jacqueline's remains at an abandoned property on Clark Street in New Britain. Once police found him just after 9 p.m. on October 13th, you can see in the video officers put him in handcuffs, and then in the takedown, he gets a gash on his forehead.
Let me see your face. We'll call medics.
Listen, bro, you'll get checked out. Don't you worry about it.
Come on, bro. Y'all didn't have to do that, though. I was going to turn myself in. Y'all didn't have to do that.
Turn yourself in.
You guys didn't have
little late for that.
You should turn yourself in a while ago.
I was gonna say I was. You guys didn't have to do any of that, man. I didn't even do that to that girl, bro.
If you want to see more of the body camera video and Jonathan and Anita's interactions with officers, we have it posted on Fox 61 News app and website. And we also have this full story on Mimi's murder investigation online at fox61.com, the free Fox 61 News app, and Fox 61 Plus, our free streaming service. Download it now on your Amazon, Roku, and Apple TV.
6:08 now. Thankfully, no one was hurt after an apartment caught fire. This happened in Hartford. Crews rushed to the scene on Wethersfield Avenue just before 6 o'clock last night. We're told the building's sprinkler system helped keep the fire from spreading. Firefighters say it was contained to a second-floor apartment. No word yet on what may have caused the fire to start. And firefighters say no one was hurt after this garage caught fire. This also happened in Hartford yesterday. In the afternoon, the garage on Newfield Avenue caught fire just before 1. We're told there was one vehicle inside the garage, another parked outside. They were damaged. The garage is not attached to the home. Hartford Fire Marshal's office is now looking into how it started.
A Waterbury man is dead after he was hit by an SUV yesterday morning. Officials say 55-year-old Raul Nadal Jr. was hit on Highland Avenue and West Main Street just after 6 a.m. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. Police say the driver stayed on scene and is cooperating in the investigation. They have not been charged at this time.
We are expected to learn more details today about an agreement on UConn Health's acquisition of Waterbury Hospital. The governor is expected to talk about it at 11:30 this morning in Waterbury. UConn Health's acquisition is pending approval from the Connecticut General Assembly. It's going to be happening in a special session this week. Officials are expected to share what this agreement would mean for the future of health care in the community. And happening today, communities all across the state are holding events to honor those who have served in the military. Here's a look at a few of the events that you and your family can attend. At Sherwood Island State Park in Westport, you can participate in the 4th annual Honor Our Veterans 5K Family Run Walk. Proceeds from that will go to Homes for the Brave. It's set to start at 9 a.m. East Hartford is holding its annual wreath-laying ceremony at the World War I Memorial in front of the Raymond Library. That's starting at 10:30 this morning. It's expected to be about 30 minutes. And in New Haven, there's going to be a ceremony at City Hall at 11 a.m. Afterward, commemorative wreaths are going to be placed at a memorial on the Green and at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial on Long Wharf Drive. And if you're a veteran and you need a car wash, you can get it for free. Flash Car Wash is providing diamond washes at no charge to veterans and active service members. Today, if you haven't served but you want to support the cause, $10 from your receipt will be donated to Veterans Incorporated. Flash tells us that they washed more than 1,200 veterans' cars last year and donated more than $48,000. We have all the details on these events and others that are happening around the state. Just scan the QR code on your screen right now and then download the Fox 61 News app. It's all there for you.